Welcome back. This is module 4, last topic from elementary logic for first year BA LLB students from Mumbai University. This is the topic of Wigmorean analysis and fact management. This is the introduction part. Wigmorean analysis, developed by American legal scholar John Henry Wigmore, is a systematic method used to evaluate and organize evidence in legal cases. Evaluate and organize evidence in legal cases. It focuses on creating a logical and visual representation of the relationships among facts, evidence, and legal principles. It focuses on creating a logical and visual representation of the relationships among facts, evidence, and legal principles. The analysis is a crucial tool for fact management, enabling lawyers to present coherent arguments and assess the strength of evidence in a case. Key features of Wigmorean analysis. Evidence mapping. Wigmorean analysis involves creating a chart or a map that visually represents the connection between facts, evidence, and legal issues. It clarifies how different pieces of evidence support or refute specific claims. Evidence mapping. Focus on relevance and weight. It helps identify the relevance and weight of evidence by systematically examining its connection to the central issue in the case. So, one is evidence mapping, second is focus on relevance and weight of the evidence. Third, logical structure. Uses the method uses inductive, that is the Wigmorean analysis method uses inductive and deductive reasoning to test the validity of inferences and determine whether the evidence logically supports a conclusion. Logical structure. The key features are evidence mapping, focus on relevance and weight, and logical structure. The fourth is comprehensive evaluation. By mapping all available evidence, Wigmorean analysis ensures that no critical facts are overlooked, leading to a comprehensive evaluation of the case. Comprehensive evaluation of the case. So the key features are evidence mapping, focus on relevance and weight of the evidence, that is logical structure, that is inductive and deductive reasoning, and comprehensive evaluation so that no critical facts are overlooked. Steps in Wigmorean analysis. First, identify the central issue. Define the main question or the issue that the evidence seeks to resolve. Example, in a murder case, the central issue might be whether the accused had the intent and opportunity to commit the crime. So define the main question or issue by identifying the central issue. Break down the facts. Divide the case into primary and secondary facts that are crucial for resolving the issue. Primary facts are directly related to the central issue. Secondary facts provide context or support for the primary facts. So the steps are: first, identify the central issue to define the main question or issue. Then break down these facts into primary facts and secondary facts. Third is organize evidence. Link each fact to the evidence that supports or contradicts it. And categorize the evidence as direct, circumstantial, or corroborative. That is, organize the evidence. So the three steps are: first, we have to identify what is the issue, what are the main questions, what are what the evidence is trying to resolve. First is that. Define the main question. Then we break down the facts into primary and secondary facts. We need to know what are the facts to resolve the issue. Then we organize the evidence, whether it is direct evidence, circumstantial evidence, or corroborative evidence. and then link each fact to the evidence that supports or contradicts it. Fourth is evaluate the evidence. Test the strength of the connections between evidence and facts. Determine if the evidence is credible, relevant, and sufficient. This is to evaluate the evidence. First, we organize, then we evaluate the evidence. But before that, we have to break down the facts into primary and secondary facts. And even before that, we have to identify what is the main issue that the evidence is trying to resolve. We have to construct a chart. Create a Wigmore chart which uses symbols and arrows to show relationships between facts and evidence. Construct a chart. Analyze weaknesses. Identify gaps, inconsistencies, or weak links in the chain of evidence. So, what we do is in the Wigmorean analysis, we create what is the issue first. What is the issue? What is the main question that we are trying to resolve? From there, we break down the facts. These are the facts of these issues. Fact 1, fact 2, that is the primary fact, secondary facts, and so on. The main fact is directly related with the issue. Secondary facts explain the or support the primary facts. So these are like major premise and minor premises. Once we do this, we organize the evidence. What are the evidence for fact 1, fact 2, that is primary facts and secondary facts. So are these evidences direct evidence or circumstantial evidence or corroborative evidence? What kind of evidence do we have? Once we organize these evidence, we evaluate. Evaluate for what? The strength of the connection between evidence and facts. So these are all the evidence. What kind of evidences we have, and how powerful or how supportive are the evidence of these facts. We have to check their strength of the evidence, and how it connects these evidence and facts. And we also determine if the evidence is credible, not only the strength of the evidence that is connecting to the fact, but also how credible, relevant, and sufficient are these facts. Are they enough? Next is we construct a chart, that is a Wigmorean chart which uses symbols and arrows similar to this, and show the relationship between the facts and evidence. And finally, we identify gaps, inconsistencies, or weak link in the chain of evidence. All this chain between the main issue, the facts that we have, the evidences we have, and once we organize these evidence, we have to evaluate these evidence for their strength and how they connect with the facts, and also find out any weaknesses in the facts that we have or the evidences that we have. Fact management in legal practice. Fact management involves systematically organizing and analyzing facts to build a persuasive case. Wigmorean analysis aids fact management by providing a structured framework for handling complex information. Use of fact management. Case preparation. Lawyers use fact management to organize evidence. So, all evidence we have to organize, identify strengths and weaknesses of these evidences and the facts that we have, and develop a strategy for presenting the case. So, first, prepare for the case. Cross examination. By mapping facts and evidence, lawyers can pinpoint inconsistencies or gaps in the opponent's case for effective cross examination. So once we have our facts and evidences, we can see if the opponent's case has any inconsistencies or gaps, so that we can do effective cross examination. Decision making. Fact management helps judges and juries understand the logical connections between evidence and the case's central issue. So first we had the issue, which is very important. What is the issue in hand? What is the problem that we are trying to resolve? What is the question of this particular matter? And once we have that, once we have that, we have to connect the evidences with the central issue. Negotiation and settlement. A clear understanding of facts enables lawyers to negotiate effectively, presenting strong evidence to support their client's position. All right. So what are these? First, first a case is prepared. We organize the evidence. We identify the strength and weaknesses. Develop a strategy for presenting the case. Then we cross-examine the opponent by looking at our facts and evidence and finding inconsistencies or gaps in the opponent's case. This also helps, the fact management also helps the judges to connect the evidence with the main issue of the case. And finally, if we have the fact management in place, then we can effectively negotiate by presenting strong evidence to support our client's position. Examples of Wigmorean analysis in practice. Scenario: a medical negligence case. What is the central issue? First decide what are the primary facts, then the secondary facts which we studied. Then what is the evidence? We have to chart that representation, and then the outcome. And any loopholes that we have to find the weak links. So let us go through a medical negligence case. Central issue is, did the doctor fail to provide the standard of care? This is the most important. Did the doctor fail to provide the standard of care causing harm to the patient? And there should be a harm as well. What are the primary facts? The primary facts are, the patient underwent surgery, yes. Post surgery complications occurred. The doctors deviated from standard protocols. Now, we need to know more about what is the standard protocol. Secondary facts: the patient's pre existing condition, the timeline of symptoms, statement from expert witnesses. Evidence: medical records, which are the direct evidence, testimony from nurses and hospital staff. These are corroborative evidences. Expert opinion on standard medical practices. What is the standard medical practices? Which is the circumstantial evidence. The chart links the doctor's actions or his inactions to post surgery complications, supported by medical records and expert testimony. Outcome: based on the chart, the lawyer argues that the deviation from protocol caused harm, establishing liability. Value of Wigmorean analysis. 1. It simplifies complex cases by visually representing facts and evidence. It helps lawyers and judges understand the relationship between various elements of a case. Promotes logical reasoning. The systematic approach ensures that conclusions are based on valid inferences. Simplifies complex cases. Promotes logical reasoning so that conclusions are based on valid inferences. Improves case strategy. Lawyers can identify gaps, loopholes, weak links, and prepare to address weaknesses in their arguments. Enhances communication. Charts and visual aids improve communication with clients, colleagues, and the court. Wigmorean analysis is a powerful tool for managing facts and evidence in legal cases. Its logical and visual approach enables lawyers to organize complex information, evaluate the strength of evidence, and present compelling arguments. By combining it with effective fact management, lawyers can improve their case preparation, argumentation, and overall success in the courtroom. With this, I end the entire semester 1 portion of elementary logic for the first year BA LLB students from Mumbai University. Next, we will cover sample question papers and answers so that we are well prepared from exam point of view. Regardless of that, The, the core essence of learning elementary logic is not to pass exam, but rather to understand our and improve our argumentative skills, our knowledge, and how to utilize logic in our future practice as lawyers. Thank you very much for staying around for that entire series, for this entire series of elementary logic. If this series has helped you, do consider sharing it with your friends or in your college group. And if you feel it will help others, please consider sharing. Thank you very much for taking out your valuable time. I'll see you in solving questions and answers on elementary logic in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.